Well, time now for the Day in Sport with Darren Mara. And Daz, the Matildas, they're poised to claim some silverware.
Yes, they are, Tommy. They're looking good. Good evening to you, mate. A double from captain Sam Kerr and a stunning strike from Emily Gelnick has helped Australia take control of the Cup of Nations tournament. Last night's 4-1 triumph over South Korea in Brisbane was the Matildas' second straight win under new coach Ante Milicic.
Matilda's players are making a strong first impression on new coach Ante Milicic.
Competition is healthy and to go far into a tournament, that's what you need.
Milicic's first major decision was to hand Sam Kerr the captain's armband. The star striker is thriving under the added pressure. She's
accepted the role with such honour, and it's really pleased to see the way that she's been interacting with the teammates around the hotel, on the training park as well, in the dressing room. So, yeah, first class.
Kerr is expected to one day become Australia's all-time leading goal scorer. But that honour currently belongs to Lisa De Vanna.
And saved into the path of De Vanna! The drought is over! Lisa De Vanna back scoring in Matilda's colours!
De Vanna bagging her 46th international goal. Kerr secured her 29th before half-time.
Kerr intercepting. What a perfect finish to the first half this would be! It is Sam Kerr!
Emily Gelnick rounded off the win in style.
Gelnick on the impossible angle! Emily Gelnick!
Ante gave me a good few words of advice, really put a lot of confidence in me and just told me to go out there, enjoy myself, have fun. It gives me a lot of freedom, so I just really felt like he truly backed me and I backed myself, and I thought, why not?
The Matildas next face Argentina on Wednesday night in Melbourne. A positive result will secure them the Cup of Nations title.
Rightfully so, we should really win it. We are the dominant team here, and it'd be great to, one last game on home soil, and me playing for Melbourne last year, it'd be a bit nice going back there and playing in front of those fans.
Adrian Archuli, SBS World News.
And you can view live action of the Matildas' final Cup of Nations match against Argentina on SBS Viceland. Our coverage on Wednesday kicks off at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. There's also live streaming on the World Game website and the app. Melbourne Victory coach Kevin Muscat hopes key striker Ola Toivonen will return from illness to spearhead the A-League club's attack for its opening Asian Champions League match. The Swedish striker has suffered stomach cramps but is expected to return when hosting South Korean opponent Daegu tomorrow night.
Yesterday he trained lightly with us this morning and he hasn't had any reoccurrence. So at this stage, it looks good that he'll play some part in the game.
Melbourne Victory have progressed past the group phase of the Asian Champions League only once from 6 attempts. To the Premier League, and Liverpool coach Jurgen Klopp has bristled at suggestions the Reds lacked a cutting edge in their goalless draw with Everton. Liverpool surrendered their lead in the Premiership, forced to settle for a point. Chelsea kept the pressure on their top 4 rivals, beating Fulham. Brendan Rodgers' reign at Leicester City began with a defeat to Watford, while Everton frustrated their old foes in the Merseyside derby.
Mohamed Salah was poised to land the first blow. A frustrated Salah still searching for his first goal in 3 league games. Jordan Pickford denied the Egyptian star again in the 28th minute.
And Henderson followed in. Credit to Pickford, that's a good right hand. Very good and very important.
Alisson was rarely called upon for the visitors. The Reds should have pounced early in the second.
Through here for Mo Salah!
Michael Keane's intervention critical. Liverpool forced to settle for a draw and under increasing pressure following their 4th stalemate in 6 games.
We don't play PlayStation, eh? Do you think we didn't take enough risks today? Is that what you want to ask?
Meantime, the sport's most expensive goalkeeper, Kepa, had a few nervous moments against Fulham. The controversial Chelsea shot-stopper avoided disaster just, and Gonzalo Higuain neatly put the Blues up.
Chelsea lead! That is typical Gonzalo Higuain.
An unmarked Callum Chambers levelled in the 27th minute at Craven Cottage before Jorginho spoiled the party for caretaker Fulham coach Scott Parker.
And Chelsea lead again with a lovely, precise finish from Jorginho.
No joy for Brendan Rodgers in his first game in charge at Leicester, going down in stoppage time 2-1 to Watford.
Surely wraps it up right at the end of the game.
Brett Clancy, SBS World News.
Panthers winger Josh Mansour says the latest NRL sex tape scandal is being felt throughout the club. The Integrity Unit is investigating a third sex video that allegedly features 2 Penrith players. Tyrone May was identified as a player involved in 2 separate tapes that emerged last week. Now, there's no suggestion of any criminal wrongdoing on behalf of May or that he was involved in the third tape. Mansour admits players are embarrassed by the game's ongoing scandals.
The day and age we live in, it's so sad to say, and I'm so scared to live in it and be part of it. You know, like I said, I've got a daughter of my own, and I'm scared to kind of see what she grows up and what she has to go through. So, you know, like I said, we just have to get through this tough period.
Tyrone May will learn his fate later this week. Meantime, the NRL is considering a proposal to revamp qualifying for the finals in 2020. Teams that finish 9th and 10th could feature in a playoff against the 8th and 7th place teams. Wallabies forward Tautafu Polota has returned to the Waratahs on a short-term loan deal from English side Leicester. The 33-year-old will line up on the bench for New South Wales in Saturday night's Super Rugby derby against the Queensland Reds.
It really works well for Tautafu in the fact that he gets an opportunity to get in front of the rugby selectors here in this country and show what he can do, and really for us in 2 really important derbies.
The Reds will be seeking their first win of the season. Meantime, Wallaroos captain Liz Partu faces a lengthy ban on the sidelines. It follows allegations she bit West Australia second rower Rebecca Clough in their Super W match at the weekend. World Rugby bans for biting start at 12 weeks with a maximum sanction of 4 years. Partu will appear before a Rugby Australia hearing tonight in Brisbane after being cited for the incident. To golf, and American Keith Mitchell has secured his maiden PGA Tour title at the age of 27. Entering the final round in a tie for 39th, Mitchell carded a 3-under 67 to win the event in Florida. A birdie on the final hole ensured he finished a stroke ahead of compatriots Brooks Koepka and Ricky Fowler.
I know Ricky's young and Brooks is young, but they've been out here so much longer than me, so I've been watching them since I was in college and junior golf, and they're both just great ambassadors of the game, and I'm just having my name next to theirs is just an honor in the first place.
The win earned Mitchell $1.6 million in prize money. And finally in sport, the women's edition of a Belgian one-day classic was halted after a breakaway rider caught the men's race. Nicole Hanselman was red flagged and the race neutralised after riding clear of the peloton. Now, she was told to stop on approaching the men's event, which started 10 minutes earlier on the same course. The former Swiss champion was forced to resume with the main peloton. Didn't help her, though. She finished back in 74th. Just too good for the blokes, mate.
Looks like the gender gap is narrowing in cycling, Daz. Thanks very much. Coming up, the weather. And a boundary-breaking model walks the catwalk at Fashion Week.